ever, I don't think, been sacked. I've always had a job. I have 3 children who earn more than I do. So I must have done something right in terms of financial well-being. Are you with me? So I thought I'd share some thoughts with you. I've been reading this book recently by Jonathan Aitken on John Newton, the writer of Amazing Grace. And in it, I read this little passage. It says this: he, Newton, enjoyed his financial success and redistributed some of its charitable giving, or his charitable giving, to the poor. Perhaps he was influenced by a is that up here? Yes, it should read a well-worn dictum of John Wesley's: gain all you can, save all you can, give all you can. John Newton had the privilege of being mentored by John Wesley. He would sit down over coffee. I don't know if they drank coffee in those days. And John Wesley would give him advice. Now, for those of you who don't know, John Newton was a slave trader. He made his money through trading slaves. But he got saved and he abandoned that, and he became, in 1755, a surveyor of tithes. But much of his money, 50% of his money, was kickbacks. So he was being, in effect, bribed. And John Wesley sat him down and gave him some practical advice on how to look after his finances, including in this sermon. He preached a sermon. I happened to look it up on my computer and found the actual sermon that John Wesley preached that inspired John Newton, which was cool. And he based this sermon, based around these 3 statements, from Luke chapter 16. And I'd like you to turn with me to Luke chapter 16. And we're going to have a look at a passage that you know well and possibly have failed to interpret well. Is it just me, or is it unbelievably dark up here? I can't actually see anything. Anybody hearing me and could turn the lights on? It would be nice. Ooh, thank you. Luke chapter 16. Who thinks this is a good idea?